We frequently hear the argument about hip-hop artists that have ghostwriters pushing the pen behind their hottest songs as being compared to pop singers having songwriters, with various members of the rap world believing it should be treated the same way. A hit is a hit, no matter if the rapper wrote it or not, right? But those that honorably uphold hip-hop lyricism in high regard, with its honesty and poetic value, rivaling and superseding the songwriting available in any other music genre, it comes down to what the Pulitzer Prize-winning MC Kendrick Lamar told Rolling Stone. It depends on what arena you're putting yourself in. I called myself the best rapper. I cannot call myself the best rapper if I have a ghostwriter. If you're saying you're a different type of artist and you don't really care about the art form of being the best rapper, then so be it. Make great music, but the title, it won't be there. Just listen to Kendrick on King Kunta to get his gut reaction to the hidden penmanship in hip-hop. I can dig rapping, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, what the happened? Oh no, I swore I wouldn't tell, but most of y'all sharing bars like you got the bottom bunk in a two-man cell. But Kendrick is just one of many elite lyricists that have frowned on rappers having a helping hand in their songwriting. Nas on Nas Will Prevail said, "On Nas, word is bond. I lead a microphone torn. False rappers, you need to write your own song." Pusha T on Young Jeezy's Illin rapped, "Tell Hova don't pass the crown so soon, unless you got a crown for every writer in the room. There's too many spirits on these ghostwriting tunes." If we rewind back in time when Meek Mill and Drake were going at it song for song, the root of the issue ultimately was that Drake allegedly was working with ghostwriters. On July 22nd, 2015, Meek Mill let his disgust be known publicly on Twitter when he tweeted, "Stop comparing Drake to me too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album, because we found out." Drake clearly cared about having his creative reputation challenged when he blasted off a pair of customized diss records in the direction of Meek Mill, one of which became a proper hit in its own right, back to back. But Quentin Miller, the rapper and songwriter that Meek Mill pointed out as Drake's ghostwriter, didn't feel too comfortable about accepting that title. Quentin was credited as a co-writer for Drake's 10 bands, Know Yourself and Used To. But on a Tumblr post, Quentin Miller downplayed the amount of his pen work for the Toronto Rap King by stating, "I am not and never will be a ghostwriter for Drake. I'm proud to say that we've collaborated, but I could never take credit for something other than the few songs we worked on together." So how exactly does this business of ghostwriting work? Forbes did a fantastic job tracing the cash cows that have been milked for their microphone magic. Are co-writers and ghostwriters in totally separate ballparks of the rap game? Generally, a credited co-writer is a songwriter that may be entitled to a percentage of the song's royalties in addition to an upfront fee. Ghostwriters, on the other hand, will agree to not have their names credited on the final product and shouldn't be expecting a dime beyond whatever flat fee that they're paid. How much could those anonymous lyrics land a rhyme writer for their upfront buyout check? Well, a typical fee is about $10,000 to $20,000, maybe more for major label A-list projects. Shaquan Lewis, aka the Richmond, Virginia rapper better known as Skills and formerly Mad Skills, told Forbes he contributed to hundreds of records starting back in 1999, stating, "A popular DJ heard 2 of the songs and he was like, I want to put them on my album. 2 weeks later, he sent me back the rough vocals with somebody else rapping my hooks. And that was the first time being introduced to ghostwriting." Skills was paid for his inaugural ghostwriting session, but some rappers that allegedly didn't pay up found their actions on display in the lyrics of the 2000 track Ghostwriter, with their stage names blocked out. Although Skills hasn't come out in an interview to admit those names from the track, an uncensored live version exists of the song with the names left in, including some of the biggest of the mainstream rap in the late 1990s, like Mace, Foxy Brown, Diddy, Will Smith, and Jermaine Dupri. Tracy Pudgy the Fat Bastard Horton also learned the importance of publishing the hard way, writing for 65 hip-hop and R&B acts, including the deceased Lisa Left Eye Lopez from TLC and Roxanne Shante, with his biggest check being for $100,000. Pudgy told Forbes, "My friend did a song for Destiny's Child, Jumpin' Jumpin', and for a while his regular check was $250,000. But if the record stops playing, that dwindles and people go back to work." But in 2019, the ghostwriting conversation seems to have changed a bit in the mainstream rap industry. Cardi B literally has acknowledged her ghostwriter Partisan Fontaine at award shows, taking the hidden helper image off instantly. At her Fashion Nova launch party in November 2018, Cardi said, "All these rappers got writers, even the ones that be saying they don't. They lying, bitch." And then going a step further to state, even if I didn't wrote it or if I did, I'm still gonna get paid. Kanye West took to Twitter to proclaim his own steady usage of ghostwriters with his September 30th, 2018 tweet that said, "Partisan Fontaine wrote the Violent Crimes verse. I changed 2 lines. He wrote the entire song though. Saha Khan's Party, the ghost in the industry." That makes 3 ghosts in a haunted house of good music founder Kanye West: Partisan Fontaine, Saha the Prince, and Consequence. Let's not forget Chicago's Spitter Rhyme Fest Grammy-winning contributions to Jesus Walks from Kanye's debut album, The College Dropout. Bad Baby, the Dr. Phil Cash Me Outside guest, turned Atlantic Records rapper, can be defined more clearly as an internet personality who raps, with the help of Compton-born singer, songwriter, producer Brittany Barber at the helm of her content creation. Brittany Barber made Bad Baby the youngest female artist to ever hit the Billboard charts with her first single, These Hoes, that debuted at number 77 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Bad Baby was only 14 years old at the time. Those Brittany Barber bars were breathed into other co-written hits like What You Know, Mama Don't Worry, and I Got It. Percy Carey, better known by the microphone moniker of MF Grimm, has often rocked alongside hip-hop's ultimate hidden rapper, MF Doom. Grimm said that he has been hired by record labels as far back as 1986 in the capacity of supplying verses, hooks, and entire songs, including work for a pre-death row Dr. Dre, who had a company called Future Shock. The witty, crazy, clever MC MF Grimm told Forbes, "I think I set a rate. Every bar was $1,000. Everything I did was off the books." And well, how far back does the ghostwriting wheel spin? Let's take a test drive in reverse to pinpoint some popular songs of the 1980s, 1990s, and the 2000s that have had some extra fingerprints on these book of rhymes. 1987. Eazy-E was never scared to tell the world that he had hired some penmanship behind his provocative, profanity-filled parables. Ice Cube writes the rhymes I say, Eazy declared on the NWA song 8 Ball, and its memorable Cube-written classic went on to become the precursor to the 1991 John Singleton movie that paid homage to it by borrowing its name. 1988. Big Daddy Kane wrote the first 5 songs on his friend and fellow Juice Crew member Biz Marquis's fun-loving, party-rocking album Going Off, including the classic anthem The Vapors. 1992. If Ice Cube was the primary author on NWA Straight Outta Compton, Dallas rapper and NWA ally The DOC had his wordplay spread all over Dr. Dre's momentous album The Chronic, including the undeniable hit Nothing But a G Thing. 1995. Wu-Tang Warrior Method Man himself made it known that Old Dirty Bastard had some help from his blood cousins and veteran hip-hop masters The RZA and GZA during ODB's debut album when he shared, "I remember GZA and ODB got in an argument one night and GZA was like, 'Most of that shit you say on your album is mine's anyway.'" 1996. Not only did Jay-Z write for another Brooklyn star of the 1990s, Foxy Brown, on Get Me Home, but pretty much most of her 1996 Il Na Na debut project. 1997. The Notorious B.I.G. tribute song to his death may feature Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, Biggie's wife Faith Evans, and the Bad Boys male R&B act 112. But another Brooklyn rapper handles the details of Diddy's actual verse, the incredibly witty Sauce Money, who used to rock beside Jay-Z. 1997. Aside from the Notorious B.I.G. writing for Lil Kim, the Harlem Dipset Captain Cameron made his involvement in this Lil Kim and Lil C song public knowledge by saying, "What happened was, gave Mace $30,000 to write 5 songs for Lil C's at that time, and Mace gave me $5,000 of the 30 to write 1 or 2 of the songs. I wrote the Crush on You song, and they ended up keeping it for Lil Kim album, but it was really for Lil C's. The original Crush on You is all Lil C's. Lil Kim isn't even on the record." 1999. The long legacy of Dr. Dre bringing in first 8 MCs to conduct written surgery on his behalf includes the likes of rappers that could easily sit up high on anyone's top 10 list: Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Rakim, and Kendrick Lamar. To round out that list, let's not forget Jay-Z, who wrote for Dre on Still DRE. 2000. The Philly battle rap icon and Swiss Beat co-signed MC, Cassidy, put pen to paper for another rather notable Philadelphia rapper, Eve, 3 years before he made a name for himself with his hit song Hotel. In conclusion, Ghostwriters have been floating around rap studios for decades, and with those 5-figure fees still in effect, they'll surely not be going invisible anytime soon. This has been a HipHopMadness original. Make sure you stay tuned and stay up to date on everything we got going on by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. Oh, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at HipHopMadness and join the movement.